Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. A human being's relationship with an animal is a complex one. We tame them, love them as our pets, consume them as food, and sometimes are dead scared of them. The most popular animals that we like to keep as pets are dogs and cats, but sometimes other animals like elephants, crocodiles, dolphins also form a bond with humans even though they are not only considered exotic but dangerous too. Lion, the king of the jungle, is one of the creatures that not only generates awe but also fear in the heart of the bravest soul. But there are certain humans that aren't scared of the majestic animal, but form a deep bond with him. In today's video, we'll cover one such story wherein we'll see a profound everlasting relation between a human and a lion. When we talk about circus, the images of brightly clad trapeze artists, red-nosed clowns, cycling monkeys, dancing elephants and tigers and lions jumping through the ring of fire come to our mind. Rarely would we be a person has not fallen to the charms of a circus and has not seen a circus once in their lifetime. But have we ever thought of how cruel is it to the animals, especially the ones that are wild like lions and elephants? In 2014, there were around 199 registered circuses in Mexico, including exotic species such as zebras, giraffes, bears, lions, and tigers, even though the circuses maintained that the animals were not taken from the wild but raised legally in captivity and traded between circuses. The Mexican government passed a law prohibiting the circuses to use the wild animals in December of 2014. So our story begins here with Adolfo, a lion trainer who is passionate about raising rescue animals. When we talk about rescue animals, we don't mean dogs and cats. They are basically endangered and exotic animals. To fulfill what's so dear to his heart, Adolfo opened his very own wildlife sanctuary to house and care for the rescued animals. When Adolfo picked up Kiara in his arms, she was a small, cute, fluffy, harmless cub. He named her Kiara after the movie Lion King. She melted Adolfo's heart with her then innocent eyes, trying to communicate something to him. We are not sure what Adolfo meant to her, but to him, Kiara was his world, and all of his happiness centered around her, only though she was like any other lion cub he had seen. She soon became like his daughter, and both were inseparable. Adolfo knew that Kiara was a creature of the wild. That too who belonged to the most ferocious species, but still, he was undeterred to his ambition and wanted the best he could for her and the other wild animals.
Top form. Top form. So as we know, Gabby, the last time I took her on a walk, hello big boy. Super excited. Super excited. Gabs, come. And there they go, tormenting him. Wait, and go. It wouldn't be a walk with Gabby unless she tried to go for the tires. So at least the Bobcat's having fun. Alright, so
The trainer's passion for his job overshadowed his fear. In this process, he formed a strange bond with Kiara. She was naughty like all the other little ones and loved to snuggle in his arms every time he lifted her. But she was an obedient little lioness and apple of Adolfo's eyes. Sadly, they were to be soon separated. Since he was running a rescue facility, Adolfo had other lions and lioness to tame, and with his time with Kiara began to thin. When they separated after completing her training, Kiara was still a cub. With a heavy heart, Adolfo left Kiara under the care of the Black Jaguar White Tiger Foundation. Kiara never knew that she was perhaps seeing Adolfo for the last time. Growing under a human's influence and care became her daily life routine, and she soon forgot about Adolfo.
I mean, just being surrounded by those you feel the most welcomed with. That's just the most beautiful and rewarding thing ever.
It's that they make you feel it, and that's a different level. That's a different level of love, of satisfaction, of everything. Now you know why I gave up my entire life like before. They're just much bigger, they have more hair, and they're stronger. Definitely stronger, all of them. Even Kiara and Khaleesi. Did you see their size? It's unbelievable.
As time passed by, the little cute fluffy cub turned into a massive, gorgeous, ferocious tigress with the sharp claws, heightened predatory skills, and a mighty roar. She looked like the queen of the jungle, and while she showed all the traits particular to her species, of course they are not known as the rulers of the jungle for nothing. Leave prey around and come back after a few minutes to find the existence wiped off the face of the earth. It is how the food chain works, and this is the reason why they have been created by Mother Nature. We are not sure about Chiara, but Adolfo definitely misses her and decided one day after 7 years to meet her, not knowing how the story would unfold, and something major was about to happen that would shock not only him but everyone around him. The notion sounds utterly ridiculous, but Adolfo expected Chiara to reciprocate his love, feelings, and emotion towards him.
With their signature orange fur and black stripes, tigers have become icons of beauty.
When he sent across the word that he would be visiting the facility, the staff at Black Jaguar was elated by the news. Adolfo visiting their facility soon spread like wildfire, and everyone was expecting the occasion to be legendary. But Chiara had no inkling about her trainer's visit, and the staff ensured that it would be kept a secret from her. Everyone was both obnoxious and excited about the visit, and looking forward to it. Adolfo and even the Black Jaguar staff didn't have a single clue about Chiara would react to the former trainer's visit. Finally, the day arrived. The staff went about their daily business, and Chiara continued with her normal routine activities that day while Adolfo could not contain his excitement to meet his little girl, not knowing that he was about to happen would change his life forever. Soon, the Black Jaguar staff were informed about Adolfo's arrival. The facility sounded busy and chaotic, but Chiara had no idea because she didn't understand what was going on. Adolfo was moving towards her enclosure, and the lineups was brought to the gates. The entire staff of Black Jaguar surrounded the enclosure. The facility was abuzz with many burning questions. Will Chiara recognize Adolfo? Will she be indifferent to him? Will Adolfo appear like any piece of meat tossed in her enclosure? Can love, emotions, and feelings can be expected out of the ferocious wild lioness? Their anxiety rubbed off Chiara as well, who seemed to sense that perhaps something was off that day. She grew absolutely calm and had a mysterious look on her face, which was not a very good sign. Chiara began eyeing the person who was nearing her enclosure. She looked skeptical, unsure, and put her nose out to sniff the matter, but the smell did not seem new to her. She advanced towards the human figure to plant her paws on him. As she neared him, a familiar sound engulfed her in emotions and stirred up her memories. The lioness forgot that she belonged to the wild and behaved in a way that no one understood. Chiara looked around, confused, desperate, and waiting for a chance to be set free from the enclosure. As soon as the cage door was opened, the massive lioness dashed in the air towards Adolfo. It looked like she would attack. Adolfo, as soon as she reached, she pounced on him with the much horror of the staff, who were watching and with bated breath. In a few seconds, the man-lion duo stormed back into the enclosure and she was all over him. Chiara jumped and hugged Adolfo. She instantly knocked him to the ground and started cuddling him. She softly placing her paws on him. In a second, the ferocious lioness turned into a little fluffy cub who met her dad after a long time. Her joy knew no bounds. She definitely did remember him and poured all of her love into the tight hug she embraced into him. From headbutting to throwing herself on Adolfo, Chiara did everything she could to exhibit her love for her person. The staff was surprised and had misty eyes. The reunion proved that love knows no boundaries, and it can bridge the gap between anyone and anything. The sweet emotional story just goes on to prove that the bond between a lion and a man can be really strong, as the popular saying goes. Once a member of the pride, always a member of the pride. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any amazing video from us.